What's up everyone, it's Jan Wars, new video. Welcome to 2025. I'm gladly really wish you all the best in this year, and let's start with all the first video of this year. First of all, actually I wanted to make this video as being a reaction video for new UMK song. They released all the artists, now the first song is out, but I will save it for the next video in the line because I think I owe you some answers even you didn't ask them. First of all, I did so many videos last year. I think I also kind of improved, but I did a crazy kind of job all the time, every time to be extremely actual, on time, trying to deliver everything and so on and so on. And I'm thinking that I need to do a little different work this year, not to burn out, also to bring you some quality. Of course, honesty and authenticity. This is always part of my job in here for you, and in general, honestly, because I prefer to be this way and not to pretend that I'm somebody else. So also I cannot wait for your reactions under my videos and anywhere else to agree with me, disagree with me, learn something from me, because again this year I really would plan some master classes. I maybe also enhance it a little bit towards the national selections, because some of them are proving that the quality of stagings is really improving, and there is so much to show you regarding what proper staging is, what proper staging might not be, and what it really means, because it's of course a very complex matter. So you can watch my previous videos to understand already, and also from this learning we can have much wider and deeper discussions. Of course, so many content I'm doing, especially reactions and those podcasts or little podcasts I'm doing, they might create some controversies or they might create disagreements, but always mind that they are somehow subjective matter, and it doesn't really matter that I'm telling you a lot from the position of TV producer. You know, I was doing a lot of big shows, a lot of big teams I led, and so on and so on, so on and so on, and I mean like hundreds people, and I understand this matter a lot. That doesn't still kind of take off some part of subjectiveness, even though I'm trying to give you a very different point of view, which my channel is different from the other ones, because even though I'm a big Eurovision fan, I'm looking at it from my professional point of view, and the reason is that I'm trying to learn a lot from it. Also, I have opinions, I really would like to influence it. When I was doing Eurovision for Czech Republic, I tried to influence Eurovision in general. I tried us to be the best, to have some vision, this vision apply at Eurovision level, scale, and so on and so on. Because for me, this project, it's not just a fun show. I'm not taking it from this perspective. For me, it's much more complex environment which connects people, which connects hardcore fans, the regular viewers, but also producers, also artists, also everybody who's working in the environment, which I know very well. And from this perspective, I see so many things which might be changed or can change, or how I would prefer them to change, in regards to be also better partners for, I don't know, for example, music industry. Because what I'm afraid of, and 2025 can prove me right or prove me wrong, which I would be much glad actually to do, that Eurovision is not becoming again this 2000s period clown show, non-quality. This perspective is living in people's mind, and 2010s try to reduce this, bring in much more quality, attract better artists. I'm saying famous artists, this is a different thing, those, you know, but I will get there a little bit later. But to attract better composers, let's say much better kind of professionals in general, to be attracted by the brand of Eurovision, which I think at the verge of 2020s, I would say that this was happening even after, but immediately when EBU tried or start, or maybe it's not just EBU, it's all the people working at Eurovision, so also including the delegations and their representatives who are having right to influence Eurovision. They're making it more inclusive in the way that the quality levels reach down. Like you're welcoming, or you're absorbing everything what doesn't have the quality. The standards are lowered. I think this is a society thing in general, and all of this might reflect and reflected last 2 seasons for sure from my perspective. And we're getting, and then of course this influenced the whole surroundings of Eurovision, and when there is some political stuff around it also, the hardcore fans are trying to be extremely loud, and no one really works with all of those things which pops out up here. But in my opinion, no one really works with the quality standards in general. And instead of them being raised up and the conditions are being like more demanding, it's becoming the opposite, which on the other hand helps the countries, like for example last year Switzerland, who invested a lot and then went outstanding at some point, even though that in many other Eurovisions this would be a top 10 material, not a winner, for example. But what I want to say by this, it's that for the countries who still takes it seriously and wants to make it serious and really wants to win, it's actually kind of easier to do it because their competition is getting off the board, kind of. So from this perspective, they need a competition, otherwise we will have Sweden winning all the time or being that high crazily. They don't have a competition. Italy is a competition, of course. It depends on who they choose also in their selection, but the countries who really take it seriously, and otherwise it will be like random, like Croatia last year, which I don't really think it can repeat, easily, because they're not having this proven record of doing the work that great on several levels, let's say several years in a row. So I'm very, very curious what this year will bring. I just really hope that there will be more countries taking it seriously than more countries taking it as a fun event which has a big tradition. I would really like that Eurovision starts to changing a course to from this having just fun, it's Eurovision, enjoy every single music regardless it's stupid, which I cannot personally, to let's make it a pure event of the best what Europe can bring. And I'm saying it in the way that I would rather wish that there are 38 Loreens quality acts which became world famous at some point and really made an impact on music industry in Europe and personally for the artist, then acts like, let's say, Nemo's Code, which is just Eurovision based and really doesn't have numbers, Regardless, it wasn't a bad song. 100% it was a really good song from my perspective. I just want to say that I prefer the ultimate quality, which is hard to bring, but Eurovision should be a space which attracts such a thing from various corners of Europe, instead of calculating that we need to bring more likely a funny stuff to get to the finals. Anyway, this year will be full of those podcasts like you have now to listen. Also, there will be hopefully more materials and more exclusive materials, or just for subscribers, respectively members of this channel who paying me monthly fee, and I really want them to enjoy something more for their support, their money, and so on. So also you can become one. Already there is a lot of content just exclusively for members. More likely nowadays it's completely full reactions, which of course it's very hard to put online and advertise them or make them being advertised and have some share from these advertisements to me without cutting lots of the content out. Otherwise I would be breaking some rights issues. So this is also one thing. If you will be asking me why this reaction is that short, yes, it's because I need to cut a lot of the songs and a lot of the big part of reaction to be able to monetize the content. Otherwise it wouldn't really make sense for me to do a YouTube channel just for fun, because of course I need to also feed myself and I would then focus somewhere else. On the other hand, I'm extremely happy how much attention you gave me during 2024. It was the biggest year for my channel, honestly, by numbers, by the reactions, by the number of videos, but also by the interactivity between you and me, which I'm extremely glad to have. And I really would like this to grow up also, and I would be willing and I wish for your honest feedback towards me, constructive critique, something what might help me, and also something what you would like to, for example, listen or hear from me, what kind of topic you would like me to empathize or focus at. Of course, I cannot do everything, but I can do something. And also I'm extremely glad, and this is especially for the members of this channel, because I'm in nice communications with most of them, you know, during the time. And I'm glad that you're sharing and also disagreeing with me, but that we all can do it in a very nice manner, because we are not supposed to agree with each other all the time. We can have completely different political stances, we can have completely different feelings, we can have completely different subjective thoughts, but what we are learning together, and I think this is amazingly precious, that we can have a discussion about it in a normal way, and then it can happen that we disagree even after, and I think this is fine. It's fine that people have different opinions. It's also fine that people don't like any other opinion. This is also okay, but it's amazing to respect both of it and being able to discuss regardless those differences, let's say. So I'm happy to doing this first video of the year like this, even though I changed my mind just after I clicked the camera on, and I really wanted to do this Finland reaction, but I will do it in the next video after. I cannot wait for you. Wish you all the luck in 2025. Good health, which is most important. Have fun. Try to have it. Try to have smile on your face. Even I understand that this is not an easy thing to do all the time, but you can always come to this channel and have some other emotions with me, which would be also great. And you can always write me with anything, because why not? I'm here to do this, being empathized by Eurovision, being inspired by Eurovision, and you're part of Eurovision, so I want to be inspired also by you. So thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.